And now live from the University of Regina, it's this time to get this week's HOHitis look on Big Brother's Moose in the Hoose.
I'm Lindsay.
This is James.
And it's Big Brother Bile, spluttering through the final days of Big Brother Canada, which we're now officially fed up with. No, is it a longer season than normal? Or is it just regular?
Only 10 weeks.
Just feels that way. So we're going from the point where Brittany and Sarah were on the block and they did a wonderful veto, possibly the best veto competition I've ever seen, sponsored by
Dunlop tennis balls.
Oh no, that was weeks ago.
Oh.
Sponsored by, well, I don't know, it was hard to tell from all the small writing on there.
Ramada.
Yeah. What is it? Ramada Inn? Ramada Hotels?
I think they've got a few chains.
Right. That was possibly the most boring veto I've ever seen.
Shouldn't, if you're I assume it is a hotel group, I could be wrong.
It is.
I mean, but who would know from that task? But if it's to be like, oh, you got to check someone in at the front desk. They just did
that would be better.
They did a hotel task, remember, on Big Brother Australia.
Yeah.
It was boring, but it was quite good.
Yeah, because they got pissed off with it, didn't they? Because some had to wait on the others.
It was all front of house, rear of house, all that.
They're like, hey, get me another drink. Get me another Diet Coke.
Who can lay the dinner table with all the right cutlery in the quickest time.
Pushing pins in and it was a fix anyway because Zach knows where Regina is, as we already know, doesn't he? Because he fucking lives there in his mum's pussy. I've got pussy-itis from BBCAN3.
Wow.
Now, right, so did you enjoy that veto? And then at the end of that stupid veto, they had something where they had to play pinball or something. It was like the generation game.
Oh, that was with the tennis balls, wasn't it?
What was that all about?
I don't know. I couldn't understand how it worked.
There was no tennis balls.
Well, there were some balls. They were about that size.
I was off my head when we watched that. I'm surprised we even got any notice.
You didn't miss much.
It was boring. And then the other whole half of the episode was taken up with, Sarah and Brittany boo-wooing that, we're going out of the game. Oh, this is the lowest moment of my life. Oh, I'm suicidal. And then suddenly, what happened?
A shitty twist, though.
The world first, best thing that's ever happened on Big Brother Canada. It is. What was it? What was it even called? What was the thing? Safety. Is that it? They could give it a better name, couldn't they?
The safety medallions.
I'm surprised they didn't have it in one of those fucking safety deposit boxes they're obsessed with.
The safe is OH.
And then it was. Oh, and Sarah goes, I knew it. How come everyone always knows everything? No, fuck all.
It's always one person though that says, I knew it.
But did they? Did you know it before it happened? Didn't hear you saying it then, did I?
Exactly.
And then they didn't just give him the fucking thing. They make him run around and it was all like, my first is in something, and it was like a maths quiz. Do you remember that?
But it was crap because the whole set of episodes that you watched was crap because we knew that Sarah and Brittany were going to be on the block. Sarah won veto, so she was safe.
Yeah.
And then it was all, Brittany's not safe. Then Sarah throws that stupid imaginary kryptonite task to Brittany, so Brittany's safe. And you could see that everything, there was no point watching it.
Yeah.
Because you knew it was going to go the way that Ted dictated.
That's true, but you could argue, because you were going, they're giving Brittany too much power, blah, blah, blah. But it was us that gave well, not us, but it was Canada that gave Brittany that power. Canada gave Brittany and Sarah the have-not things, or whatever it was. Do you know what I mean? Made them the Slop Sisters. So, for Christ's sake. So, do you know what I mean? So it wasn't a fix that Brittany got all these things. It was actually, it was in that it was a twist, but it was the public that did that, if you know what I mean.
Well, if you're listening now, general public, you're all idiots.
But are the Canadians idiot general public like British people?
Probably not to such a degree, but still, overall, idiots.
Sorry about that. But hey, if we are, then you are. And our show is actually better arranged than yours, because at least we don't have all these twists. So then they had to count the number of rivets on some door. Do you remember this?
Boring.
It's stupid.
Why? What was the prize?
This safety thing. Because it's stupid. Because
you can't count along. You can't count along at home.
Do you like to count along?
The best, yes, I do. The best counting tasks on Big Brother are from BBUSA, where they go, if this is 25 carnations, and then they show you a whole field of the things. They go, how many is this?
Yeah.
Then in your mind, you can see it, you can relate to it, you can play along. With this, how the fuck am I going to count those fucking things?
If this is 100 gumballs, how many gumballs are in this machine?
Exactly.
It's good fun, that one. It's like at the jumble sale when you have to count the sweets in a jar, isn't it? I don't care about those rivets on that door. Anyway, at the end they were just pressing any old fucking thing, weren't they? So the upshot of it was Brittany won 2 immunities. I couldn't really understand the rules at that point.
Yeah, could she have saved 1 immunity and used it the week
that's
afterwards?
What I don't know. But it was better to just bash them both out for the highest impact, because then she guaranteed that either Zach or Bruno went, didn't she? So, but we'll come to that. Did you enjoy Brittany's fake crying in the Have Not room? I thought that was actually quite good.
Yeah, it was alright.
I like a fake cry on Big Brother. I like a real cry better, but a fake cry is good, especially when you laughed afterwards. You know who was good at that?
No.
Dan Giesling.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, he was good at the fake cry. But then, here's Judas. So then, Sarah took herself off the block, and
yeah.
What's that they say about dead air? Oh yeah, Brittany was kind of like picking people's brains, like trying to work out like where they stood, and she was going to Zach, oh, who are you going to vote for? And Zach was like, oh, I haven't quite made my mind up yet. And Brittany's thinking, yeah, fuck you, buddy, I got this power up my sleeve. And then she was asking Bruno, and Bruno was not being very receptive to her either, so they both dug their own graves basically. Meanwhile, Ashley was doing like a Jay Goody edit where she was saying she didn't know where, I don't know, Nova Scotia or some shit was.
No, it was where is Toronto?
No.
I know we're there.
Oh yeah.
She was going, I know we're there, but where is it?
Where are we?
Where am I?
That's not good when you don't even know where you are, is it? And
not a very good person to put on The Amazing Race, that's for sure.
How did she cope with that Ramada Inn challenge of all the pins in the map?
I don't know.
But Zach actually said something funny at that point. He said, we'll just stop right there because people are watching and you want to get a job after this, which is probably the funniest thing he's ever said. But when Ashley went in, she said she wanted to disprove the dumb blonde strategy. Do you think she's done that? Hold on. Being a dumb blonde isn't a strategy. Godfrey was doing some philosophising then, but I don't know what that was about. So then, oh yeah, Sarah and Bruno had a bit of a row. Do you remember that?
That was years ago.
No, this was in the Have Not room. They were like talking, and then they had a bit of a hissy fit at each other. That really sealed Bruno's fate. I'm pissed off though. Why would you evict Bruno over Zach? Why?
I don't know why.
And when Brittany put them... We're not quite there yet, but it doesn't matter. When Brittany put them both up, she goes, Zach, you're just the pawn. Bruno, you're my target. Which is basically telling everyone who they have to vote for.
Yeah.
It's annoying, isn't it?
Well, Zach is more likeable, isn't he, as a human?
Yeah.
He cracked a funny the other day. What's Bruno got? He's got his family. And in final 2 with Bruno, that people are always going to give it to the wee bands.
That's true. Zach is not likeable in any way, shape or form. But, you know, with his balls to the wall, he could win it. Now, Godfrey said, talking to Peely is one of the least enjoyable things to do in this house. How rude. But the Godfather needs to look good for his women, so he goes exercising with Peely.
Right.
Is that a good strategy?
Of course it is.
What does Peely think about it?
We don't know. Even if she did say, we couldn't understand it.
Meanwhile, Bruno was like kissing Zach's ass, and they named themselves the Generals. Shortest alliance ever.
Not far off it.
So then... Brittany was sitting in the storeroom talking to herself. Do you remember that? On the one hand, if I do this, then blah blah blah.
What, the old Topaz?
Yeah,
Topaz
exactly.
psychosis.
On the other hand, blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, there's a bottle of OxyClean and a packet of Twistos in the background. I must think we're
better to use the Oxy to say, look, this OxyClean, this is Zach, and then
Yeah.
this pound of apples, that's Bruno,
Yeah.
and then that's how you play a game. And when someone walks in, you go, "Oh, just doing a bit of tidying up."
Apples? You don't like apples.
No, that's true.
Then we got a little sneaky glimpse at the jury house. Did you enjoy that?
No.
Not even when we got to see Kevy Webby again.
Kevin Webby is an arsehole.
Oh, I like Kevy Webby. I miss him. And Jordan was like waiting hand and foot on Cindy for some reason.
Oh, JP. Fuck that.
Twat. So, Sarah's black lipstick, eek or chic?
Not really my cup of tea, but I can see you give it the chic.
I give it the chic. I thought it looked good. It's a strong look. So then we had the moment, biggest twist of the entire universe of Big Brother.
Which one is this?
Brittany took herself and, the best part, Godfrey off the block. I was so happy when she took Godfrey off. Didn't you think that was a wonderful moment?
You got it, didn't you?
It was magical. At last, the black people in Big Brother band together against those white people. Normally, the black people were picking each other off like idiots, aren't they? Black people need to stick together. Ooh. That was a cat sneeze for anyone who wants to know. Don't they? You were saying if you're in Big Brother, you won't put black people up because you won't be seen as a racist.
No, only because I get scared of sister speak.
You should be.
But the black people always go first.
I know, exactly. I wouldn't put black people up either. I wouldn't put gay people up. I just put up all white men. Meat shields.
No, you can't put all the meat shields up because then there's no big targets left in the house.
Don't matter, get all the big targets
then everyone's going to have the minority card over you and you're going to lose.
I'm a minority. I'm a woman.
Well.
So, that was good when Brittany took Godfrey off, but it doesn't sound like he's going to be that loyal to her in response to that, does it? He was like, yeah, I'll be loyal to her until next eviction night. Who does he think he is? So yeah, basically it was 4-0 to vote out Bruno. Bruno took it well. He said, "You played a good game. You did a good move." What was he say that for? Idiot. Did you feel sorry to see Bruno go?
Yeah, a little bit. I liked him.
I did as well. I liked him. But there's 4 girls and only 2 guys left.
What?
I know, it's quite shocking. So then he, in his interview, he was like, "Oh yeah, Sarah got me out of the house." It wasn't Sarah who was in charge. It was Queen Bee, wasn't it? You don't like Brittany, do you?
Not too much, no.
I think she thinks she's like super hardcore player.
She got lucky.
She's got lucky on a few occasions now, hasn't she? But I do like her. So the HOH task, which we didn't see the end of, which we have seen the end of now, was 100 minutes of hell. Proper. Did you enjoy
100 minutes of hell? What I didn't like was the fact it started on the end of the previous show. But wait, they didn't show you a single thing.
Yeah.
Like, not a single thing. You had to wait until about 10 minutes into the next show before you saw the first thing.
They were just lying there.
It was normally they show you half and then the next half. It's like, what's with that?
It was good that they were having to count the whole time. I thought that was quite good because that added an extra level of sort of brain power.
We know the best way to count on Big Brother. One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Works every time.
It don't know. I saw Zach counting. He was counting too fast. Sarah's strategy was good. Like 10 lots of 10. Whatever it was. No, 10.
Yeah, 10 lots of 10.
Oh no, because it's 60. No. So we were waiting for them to put in like loads of scorpions and shit like that, weren't we? Well, they got a few wiggly...
We thought rats, snakes...
They got a few wiggly worms. Leave me alone. But what else did they get?
Nothing.
Dry ice. They had to wear those stupid outfits, little sparkly costumes, didn't they?
Like they're in the circus.
Yeah. Dry ice. What else did they have?
Water.
That was good. They should have filled the water up right to the top.
So they couldn't breathe.
Yeah, seeing who chickened out first. Then, what else happened? Oh, Godfrey's grandma come over the loudspeaker. Do you want to do an impression of that? Or
No,
should we avoid it?
I do not.
Let's definitely avoid it. No, she sounded nice. And suddenly, Sarah mentioned she had a boyfriend.
Well,
I thought she was getting off with Willow.
Well, that's just a house-related thing.
What, is she open?
Everyone's open, aren't they?
I think she said she was open a while back. But she was like, I've been with him for 10